Okay, let's have another chat. You are going to start to see the word soar around the building. You are going to see it in communication home. You're going to see it on shirts. You already see it on our new scoreboard in the main gym. This is something that really Miss Chapman took a hold of and got a lot of input last year for us to roll out this year. So we are the Hawks, right? That's what our mascot is. And so we decided to have these four pillars for our school building. And it's K 12, it's a district wide initiative. And we're going to go through today what SOAR is, how it came to be, and what each of those letters means. So you're going to start to see this around, and I wanted to make you aware. So SOAR is going to be our new four pillars. And when I say four pillars, I mean when we think about you as students and you graduating from high school and going out into the world, what are the four pillars? What are the four things that we want you to have established as a young adult who is joining a workforce or starting their life, whatever that looks like for you? And so we're going to go through what it all means. So the S stands for standard. That means our students will strive to meet our standards every day. This is referring to resilience, perseverance, work ethic, discipline, and service. Do you know how to do all those things by the time you graduate from Hiawatha High School? We want to make sure that all of our Hawks that graduate have the ability to be resilient, to persevere through a hard thing, to have a work ethic that shows that you know what it takes to be successful. Are you disciplined? And service. We are firm believers in service. Everybody did service projects last year, if you remember, with the Empty Bowls project. Junior high, you made the blankets. We have more on the docket this year for everybody to participate in. But it's important for us to always be giving back, and that is what service is. So our first pillar is standard. And it's making sure that you can meet the standards that are set in front of you. In this building, it's the standards that we set for you. But as you grow up and get older, there's going to be different standards for you in all different situations. The O stands for ownership. So our students will take ownership of their academics, athletics, and school choices. What this comes down to is integrity, accountability, responsibility, trustworthiness, and commitment. We want to hold you accountable to the choices that you make. And sometimes that's hard to do, especially as grown-ups. Like, we like you and we want you to have fun, and we don't want to always have to be kind of the bad guy. But as adults in your life, that's our job sometimes. So our students will take ownership of their academics, athletics, and school choices. And really what this comes down to is holding you accountable to the things that we think you're capable of doing and the things that we think are important for you to have, the qualities we think are important for you to have as you go into adulthood. You know, as a school, we're constantly trying to figure out, how do we make sure you're ready to graduate and become part of the bigger world that exists outside of the walls of Hiawatha? And these are the things that we think you need to graduate with to be able to be a successful adult. A stands for awareness. So our students will be aware of their choices and of others around them. Some of the things that go into awareness are self-control, grit, embracing challenge, selflessness, positivity, and ambition. Put simply, this is like junior high when I was talking about the no touching rule earlier today. What's around you? Be aware, read the room. If you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, you are looking at what other people are doing to see if that's what you should be doing. If you are having a hard time staying focused that day, any day of the school year, you are looking to see, like, what are other people doing? Am I aware of what my action is and how it is impacting everybody else? Having that self-control, the way we behave at home or at a sleepover with friends or on vacation is different sometimes than how we behave at school. Actually, a lot of the time it's different. So having that self-control, knowing when is the time and place. High schoolers, you will hear me say this a whole lot to you when it comes to language. There is a time and a place. Usually poor language choices, this is not it. This is not the time or the place. When I come to work, I can't just walk around swearing at you guys. Can't do it. There's a time and a place. School isn't it. Staying positive, knowing that a high school diploma is a requirement. Life is hard. I've always said this, even when I was a counselor. Life is hard anyway. Like, even if you have everything handed to you on a platter. So knowing that you can go and be positive because life isn't going to always come handed to you on a platter, that's an important thing. Seeing that there's an end in sight, knowing that tomorrow is a fresh start, knowing that you still are important and you have an impact on the people around you and the things in your life. Ambition, like going out and setting out to do things, big things. I'm always amazed. So I'm on the Hall of Fame committee, which is new for us. This is only our second year doing it. But I'm always amazed at the amazing things that people have done who have graduated from Hiawatha High School. The Hall of Fame committee really helps us highlight those things. And I hope as we keep doing the Hall of Fame stuff, you will become aware of what those people have done and who they are. But it's really amazing to me how much ambition comes out of Hiawatha. And it's impressive, quite honestly. So awareness is the A. We are talking about you being aware of your choices and of those around you. Having self-control, having some grit. Things aren't always easy. You kind of have to dig in sometimes. Embracing challenge, selflessness, positivity, and ambition. So in our SOAR, that is what the A stands for. Our last one is respect. So our students will be respectful of all people and things. This means you have empathy, you show kindness, you have patience, compassion, and courage. I talked about respect a little bit in my classroom presentation. And my message here is the same. Everybody has a place here. You are going to find when you leave this building, there are a lot of people in this world, all kinds. Have you ever heard the saying, it takes all kinds? It does. Not everyone's like you. You're not going to always agree with everyone around you on political stances or new things, new taxes, or discipline, like how to raise kids. I mean, the list is endless of things that you will and will not agree with other people on. But everyone deserves respect on some level. And so as far as it has to do here, we want to make sure that you recognize that everyone has a place, that you deserve to be here, and your place here will be respected by the people around you. This is age old. I think that respect is something as a society that we have embraced and we do embrace. It's why you offer your seat to an older person in a bus, right? We've all seen that. Or it's why you open the door for someone behind you. It's why when you're in line at Starbucks, you pay for the person behind you and it pays forward. There's a lot of examples in our day-to-day life of empathy and kindness and patience and compassion and courage. Sometimes we get caught up in our own like little worldview and we don't realize that all those things are happening all around us. And really, in order for us to have a successful society as a whole, we have to show respect to one another. So, as the fourth pillar, we are saying that as a Hiawatha student, as a Hiawatha graduate, we need you to leave here with a level of respect for all the people and all the things that are in life. Not that you always have to agree with them, but that you respect their place in it. You are going to see some of these. I'm going to move myself here. You are going to see some of these words around. I know as an administrative team, we made t-shirts for all of our staff with this on the back side. So you probably saw them. I saw some people wearing them yesterday. But this is really what we're going to do and focus on throughout this school year. And as we continue, as long as Chappie and I are together, this is what it's going to look like. Everything we do is going to come back to one of these pillars because it is our job to make sure when you graduate from this place, you can go out into the world with all of these things, with standard, with ownership, with awareness, and with respect. So I wanted to clarify it. I wanted to explain it to you. I wanted you to know when you started to see it around what it meant and why everything we do is going to come back to one of these things. The other thing I wanted to say that I didn't say earlier is that when Miss Chapman brought this up, we went to coaches, we went to teachers, we went to students, we went to athletes, and we made a composition. We compiled it all and let things kind of fall naturally into these 4 different categories. This was a big project that we worked all of last year on. So it wasn't like Chapman and I sat in the office and put these things together. Like we slung them together and they sounded really pretty. Nope, this is a combination of a lot of voices, a lot of opinions, a lot of talking and conversations with a lot of different people to come up with these 4 pillars. We're excited about them. I always think whether you're a student or a staff member, to have a direction is an important thing. Like, where are we going? What do we want this to look like at the end? And these 4 pillars really help us to streamline all the things that we do, all the initiatives we roll out, all the activities we come up with. They help us to see what we want a Hiawatha student to look like. And when you're out in this big, big world and you're an alumni from here, people will expect these things from our students because we have made sure it's a part of your everyday life. So I just wanted to take a little bit and go through that with you. Like I said, I suspect you are going to see a lot of these things around the building, on shirts. If you check the new scoreboard in the main gym, you see it at the bottom. Lots of like Hawks soar or Hawks fly. We have kind of taken this pillar idea and this entire thing and we've really kind of run with it. We're going to continue to integrate it into everything that we do. So you should know what those things are and what we're looking to get out of you by the time you're done. Okay, that's it. Hawks soar. I'm excited about it. Stay tuned.